You are standing in the plumbing aisle staring at 3 different colors of Teflon tape, and you grab whichever one is cheapest because they all look the same, right? That one choice could void your appliance warranty or worse, cause a gas leak in your home. With over 25 years of working on everything from kitchen sinks to whole house repipes, I have seen this mistake more times than I can count. Today, I am breaking down 8 things you need to know about white, yellow, and pink Teflon tape, including why using the wrong one can actually fail a code inspection. And stick around for a bonus tip at the end that most people have never heard of. The first thing you need to understand before we compare any colors is what Teflon tape actually is and how it works. Most people think this tape creates a seal by itself, like some kind of waterproof adhesive that glues your pipes together. That is not what is happening at all. Teflon tape is made from PTFE. PTFE, which stands for polytetrafluoroethylene. It is one of the slipperiest substances on the planet. When you wrap it around the male threads of a pipe fitting and then screw that fitting into its female counterpart, the tape does 2 critical things. First, it lubricates the threads so you can tighten the connection further than you could with bare metal alone. Second, it fills in the tiny microscopic gaps and imperfections between the male and female threads. Those gaps are exactly where leaks start. The tape is not bonding anything. It is not gluing. It is simply filling space and reducing friction, so you get a tighter, more complete connection. This matters because it explains why different colors and thicknesses of tape exist. The base material is the same PTFE across all of them, but the density, the thickness, and the official ratings are completely different. A thin tape designed for a shower head connection is not engineered to handle what a gas line demands, and mixing them up is where serious problems begin. The second thing to know is what white Teflon tape is actually designed for. White tape is the one everybody recognizes. It is the small spool sitting in every junk drawer in America, and it usually costs $1 or $2 at the hardware store. White tape is single density, typically 2 to 3 mils thick, and it comes in a standard 1/2 inch width. This tape is rated for general-purpose water supply lines, and that is exactly where it belongs. Use it on shower heads, faucet supply risers, toilet fill valve connections, garden hose thread adapters, and standard household water line fittings. It handles those jobs perfectly because most residential water systems operate between 40 and 80 psi, and single-density white tape seals reliably within that range. The problem starts when people assume that because white tape works on water, it must work on everything else too. It does not. White Teflon tape is not manufactured for gas. It is not tested for gas. It is not approved for gas. If you wrap white tape on a natural gas or propane connection, you are rolling the dice with your family's safety. The thin single-density construction cannot provide the robust seal that fuel gas systems require. I have personally walked into homes where someone used white tape on a gas water heater connection, and you could smell the mercaptan the moment you stepped into the utility room. That rotten egg smell means gas is escaping, and that is a situation nobody should ever have to face. The third item on this list is yellow Teflon tape, and honestly, this is the one that could save your life. Yellow tape is specifically manufactured, tested, and rated for natural gas and propane threaded connections. It is double density compared to white tape, running 3 to 4 mils thick, and it is also wider. Most yellow tape comes in a 1-inch width versus the standard 1/2 inch of white tape. That extra width and added thickness are not marketing gimmicks. Gas connections demand a more substantial seal because even the smallest leak in a gas system can lead to an accumulation of flammable vapor inside your home. Yellow tape carries a UL listing for gas applications, meaning it has been independently tested and certified to perform safely on fuel gas systems. That yellow color is not decorative. It is an industry-standard visual identifier that immediately tells any plumber, inspector, or homeowner that this tape is approved for gas work. Every single threaded gas connection you make, whether it is a gas range, a clothes dryer, a water heater, a furnace, a fireplace, or an outdoor grill line, must use yellow tape or an equivalent gas-rated thread sealant. There are no shortcuts and no exceptions on this one. Now, if this kind of practical plumbing knowledge is something you want more of, I have written a guide called 50 Easy Plumbing Fixes that will save you $10,000. It is packed with repairs you can do yourself this weekend without calling a plumber. Scan the QR code right now or check the first link below. All right, let us continue. The fourth item worth knowing about is pink Teflon tape, which is sometimes sold as red Teflon tape depending on the brand. This is the heavy-duty option that most homeowners have never even noticed on the shelf. Pink tape is triple density, typically 4 to 5 mils thick, and it is built for larger diameter pipes and higher pressure applications. Think 3/4 inch and bigger water supply mains, fire sprinkler systems, irrigation trunk lines, and commercial plumbing connections, where operating pressures can push well beyond what a typical residential system experiences. If you are working on the main water line entering your house or connecting a large irrigation manifold, pink tape gives you the extra sealing power those bigger thread profiles need. Thicker tape fills the wider gaps found on larger fittings far more effectively than thin white tape ever could. Some professional plumbers actually use pink tape on everything because they like the thicker feel and the confidence it gives on every connection. That is perfectly fine. Using pink tape on a small water fitting is overkill, but it will not cause any problems. However, the reverse is definitely not true. Trying to use thin white tape on a connection that calls for heavy-duty pink tape can result in slow leaks that cause hidden water damage behind walls for weeks or months before you ever notice something is wrong. The fifth thing you absolutely need to get right is your thread count and wrapping direction. Getting this wrong is one of the most common mistakes I see, and it turns even the correct tape into a useless mess. Here is the rule you will never forget. Hold the fitting with the threaded end pointing away from you. Wrap the tape clockwise around the threads. When you do this, the tape naturally tightens and beds into the threads as you screw the fitting into its connection. If you wrap counterclockwise, the opposite happens. The tape bunches up, peels away from the threads, and gets pushed right out of the joint as you tighten. You have essentially wasted your time and your tape. For standard white tape on water connections, wrap 5 to 6 times around the threads. For yellow gas tape, 4 to 6 wraps is typically sufficient because the tape is thicker and denser. For pink heavy-duty tape, 3 to 5 wraps will get the job done thanks to that triple density construction. Always start your wraps 1 or 2 threads back from the very end of the fitting. You do not want tape hanging over that leading edge because it can shear off, travel into the pipe, and clog aerators, valve cartridges, or appliance inlet screens downstream. Keep each wrap tight and overlapping about half the tape width, pressing the tape into the threads with your thumb as you go. You want it snug and smooth against the metal, not loose or wrinkled. The sixth thing every homeowner should know is when not to use Teflon tape at all. This catches a lot of people off guard, but there are several common plumbing connections where adding tape actually causes leaks instead of preventing them. Compression fittings are the biggest example. These are the connections you see under sinks and toilets that use a small brass ring called a ferrule, along with a compression nut. The seal happens when the ferrule gets compressed between the pipe and the body of the fitting. If you add Teflon tape to a compression fitting, you can prevent that ferrule from seating properly, and you end up with a persistent drip that no amount of tightening will fix. Flare fittings are another case. These are common on gas appliance connectors and some refrigerant lines. The flared tube end creates a metal-to-metal seal against the fitting body, and tape interferes with that contact. The same rule applies to any connection that relies on a rubber gasket or O-ring for its seal, like a standard garden hose fitting or a washing machine supply hose. The gasket does the sealing work. Adding tape can actually displace the gasket and create the very leak you were trying to prevent. The simple rule to remember is this: if the connection seals on the threads themselves, use tape. If it seals with a ferrule, a flare, or a gasket, leave the tape in the drawer. The seventh item to understand is the difference between Teflon tape and pipe dope, and when you might actually want to use both together. Pipe dope, which is also called pipe joint compound, is a thick paste that you brush directly onto threads before assembling the connection. It serves a similar purpose to tape by filling gaps and lubricating, but it works differently in practice. Pipe dope excels at filling larger thread imperfections, and unlike tape, it does not have any risk of backing out or bunching during assembly. A lot of professional plumbers actually prefer pipe dope over tape on gas lines because it provides a more forgiving and reliable seal, especially on connections with worn or slightly damaged threads. Some experienced plumbers go with a belt and suspenders approach by applying tape first and then brushing a thin coat of pipe dope right over the top. This combination is especially popular on gas lines and larger diameter water connections, where you want maximum confidence in the seal. If you decide to try this method, make absolutely sure the pipe dope you choose is rated for your specific application. Not all pipe joint compounds are approved for gas. Check the label for the words gas and water, or look for a yellow-colored container, which typically indicates gas compatibility. Using water-only pipe dope on a gas connection puts you right back in the same dangerous territory as using white tape on gas lines. The eighth and final item on this list is code compliance, warranty issues, and inspection failures. And this is where every lesson from today comes together with real-world consequences. Building codes across most jurisdictions in the United States require that all gas line connections use thread sealant materials that are specifically manufactured and rated for fuel gas service. That means yellow Teflon tape or a gas-approved pipe joint compound. If a building inspector sees white tape on your gas water heater hookup or your furnace connection, that is an automatic failure. You will not pass that inspection until every gas connection is redone with the proper materials. But code inspections are only one piece of the puzzle. Many appliance manufacturers spell out in their installation manuals exactly which type of thread sealant is acceptable. Use the wrong material, and the manufacturer has grounds to deny your warranty claim if something goes wrong down the line. I have seen this happen with gas ranges, tankless water heaters, and high-efficiency furnaces. The insurance implications are even more severe. If a gas leak leads to a fire or an explosion, and the subsequent investigation reveals that unapproved materials were used on threaded gas connections, your homeowner's insurance provider can deny the entire claim. We are talking about a $3 roll of the correct tape versus potentially losing your home and everything in it. There is absolutely no gray area on this. White tape for water, yellow tape for gas, pink tape for heavy-duty and large-diameter water applications. Follow that rule every single time, and you will stay safe, stay compliant, and keep your warranties fully intact. All right, here is the bonus tip the pros actually use, and most homeowners have never even considered. When you finish your last wrap of Teflon tape on any connection, do not tear it off by pulling the tape away from the fitting. Instead, hold the tape firmly against the threads and snap it by pulling sharply to the side in a quick lateral motion. This creates a clean break right at the surface of the threads with no loose tail hanging off. When you tear tape by pulling it outward and away, you create a little flag that sticks up and gets caught between the threads during assembly, causing an uneven seal and potential leak path. That clean side snap also makes it easy to press the final edge perfectly flat with your thumb, so the tape sits completely flush against the thread profile. It takes maybe 1 extra second, but it is genuinely the difference between a connection that seals perfectly on the first attempt and one that gives you a mysterious slow drip 3 days later. Small details like this are what separate a clean professional result from a frustrating weekend spent retightening fittings. All right, that is the full breakdown. Remember, every single plumbing fix I wish homeowners knew about is in my book, 50 Easy Plumbing Fixes. Scan the QR code on screen right now, or grab it from the first link in the description. I appreciate you watching, and if you want more of these practical fixes, make sure to subscribe. I will see you in the next one.